All right, guys, how's it going? I'll be hosting a live stream on here tonight at 7:30 UK time. I think I scheduled it for. If you want to come along and have a natter, all right? About an hour or something like that. Welcome back to the mail stand. Right. If you've watched the mail stand before, you know how it works. Check the comments below this video. The pinned comment will have a timestamp on it. Click on it, you skip the intro. If you've not watched the mail stand before, you need to listen to this intro just the once, all right? I have a chest thing going on. I do apologise. Day 2 of my antibiotics, but you can obviously hear I'm a little bit croaky. So the mail stand, for those of you that are new to my channel, the mail stand is where I read emails out that I have received. Those emails could be from people I've known for almost 30 years of running the Cop Talk website, which not that fucking site, that site. Or they could be from complete random strangers that I know nothing about. When I read an email to you, I might be thinking, what a load of shite, who believes that wank? Or I might be thinking, I wish I could tell you who this person is, you know, who sent the email. Because of that, you need to treat everything I say on the mail stand video, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. It's only meant for, you know, for your information. Sometimes we go over these mail stand videos and 6 months later, 3 months later, we look back and go, fuck me, do you remember that? It came true. So that's it, all right? It's just a bit of like what goes on behind the scenes. So, I need, here we go. Fuck. I do apologise, I've lost the fucking email, but I know what it is. Oh, yes, and I've just remembered what I want to add to this as well. So, this email was received today, the 6th of January, 2026 at 10:32 a.m. this morning, my time, local time, Spain time, so 9:30 in England. And it says as follows. FSG are looking at New England Revolution for a possible takeover. There have been suggestions coming out of Liverpool that an MLS club is the next big league, especially after the World Cup later this year, and it fits into FSG's model. Plus, it is in an area of which they are known. I know, just keep an eye on it as something could happen. That's it. That's the claim, right? Now, I've got to be honest with you. I'm not so sure about that. And I got some notes here that I prepared earlier. I've got a bit of tummy ache again now. Fuck me, I'm an hypochondriac. So, let me scroll down there. There have been reports since March 2024 suggesting that Fenway Sports Group, owners of Liverpool and the Boston Red Sox, were exploring investments in Major League Soccer, including potentially acquiring an MLS club as part of a multi-club ownership strategy. However, these discussions did not name any specific teams, and there have been no credible updates or follow-ups on MLS pursuits since then. FSG's recent activities have instead focused on other ventures, such as talks for a staged takeover of La Liga's Getafe in mid-2025, interest in Spanish second division side Malaga, and others. I remember reading an article out to numerous Spanish clubs they've looked at. No sources link FSG to the New England Revolution specifically, and broader searches across the web and X have turned up zero rumours or suggestions of interest in inquiring or investing in the revolution. The Boston connection is straightforward. FSG is headquartered in Boston and deeply embedded in the local sports scene through the Red Sox. The Kraft Group, owners of the Revolution, is similarly Boston-centric with the Patriots. I read an article today which basically detailed the Kraft's recent stadium agreements. So basically, you know, they've got big new stadium plans or something like that. I didn't go too much deep into it. Which is in Everett, which is adjacent to Boston. And the article underscores their long-term commitment to the team rather than any intent to sell or seek partners. So it would be a weird time to be selling. This project aligns with MLS trends towards soccer-specific venues, but doesn't intersect with FSG's portfolio. Regarding links between Robert Kraft and FSG executives like John Henry, they operate in the same elite sports ownership circles and have been publicly described as friends in older reports with mutual respect for each other's successes in Boston's competitive market. Both have appeared together on lists of influential sports figures, and they've crossed paths through shared events in the broader New England sports ecosystem. That said, more recent commentary hints at occasional tensions or a less than close dynamic, possibly due to rivalries in the Boston sports landscape. No evidence suggests that this has led to business discussions about the revolution. Overall, there's nothing substantive to a rumour about FSG and the revolution. Any speculation seems purely circumstantial based on geography and FSG's general appetite for expansions and looking for a second club. If FSG were eyeing MLS, it would more likely involve an expansion franchise or an unaffiliated club, given the Crafts' entrenched position and ongoing investments. So, it doesn't. When I heard that, I didn't believe there could be anything in that. I can't imagine that being true. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that, they could have had conversations with the Kraft Group, with Kraft. They could be offering some kind of minor investment or working together or just expressing, hey, we've looked at an MLS side, and then before you know it, rumours start, oh, did you see, John Henry was out with Kraft, you just don't know, all right? But FSG buying the New England Revolution, I don't see that. But that's the claim in it. Well, no, the claim in the email was just to listen out. It didn't say that was going to happen. Suggestions coming out of Liverpool that an MLS club is the next big league, especially after the World Cup. So maybe the club, I don't know. Maybe they are looking at MLS. They've looked at them before. One thing I heard, and I've heard a couple of times, is that Michael Edwards was supposed to be pissed that FSG are yet to have found this multi-club, this second club. Because they claimed that was one of the reasons that he was so keen on coming back. I don't understand why everyone thinks the sun shines out of his arse, to be honest with you. I've never heard so much shite in all my life. Why did they make it all so complicated today? It's still the same fucking game, ultimately. When they talk about, we'll buy youngsters before they're developed, when they're cheap and this, that, and really, you don't think they did that 10, 20, 30 years ago? And if we get a gem, we'll sell him for 100 million. What, they've never done that in football before? I don't know, it baffles me, guys, some of this shit. Do you know what I mean? You got a chief executive, goes out and tries and buys players that the manager wants, but now we've got to have an head coach and got to have all these multiple discussions. You ever tried sitting in a group of friends trying to come up with a plan? It's like me and my mates when we go somewhere. Right, we're getting games at 5. What time should we get there? 3, 4, 2. So then, well, I want to go at 2. I don't finish till 3. So you got all these different fucking people who can't come up with an idea of what time to go to a game of football. Right, when we get there, are we going to... Which pub are we going to? Don't know. Do you know any? Well, I know one. Oh, I don't like it there. Or do you know one? Not really. Have you ever tried sitting in a group trying to organise anything? You're better off having one person go into that discussion and go, right, game's at 5 on Sunday. We'll leave it at 3. And we're going to that bar because I fucking like it. And if anyone else wants to do their own shit, do it. I'm telling you. Too many cooks in the kitchen and all that load of shit. Anyway, the reason I've gone with this email, even though I don't think there's much to it, is one, there could be something to do with them still and the MLS, and rumours and Chinese whispers can suddenly change it to they're trying to buy this particular club. I don't think they are. But you never know. Is that reason, and the other reason, which I've already forgot, was to tell you that it's been rumoured for quite some time that Michael Edwards is pissed that there has been no acquisition of another club. And the reason I'm mentioning that to you is the way things are going at Liverpool. It wouldn't surprise me if Michael Edwards ended up leaving the club. Because if the owners are dissatisfied, or if someone, is offered the job that Michael Edwards has previously advised against or might not work with, he would possibly leave. And then the narrative might be he's left because there was no acquisition of a second club. I'm planting that seed, and I want you just to consider that. And what else was there? Who remembers an article, early season, I think, I'm sure it was by Bad News Piers, that spoke about possible slot contract extension, which I fucking didn't support, to be honest with you, in the summer or whatever. No. And but in that article, it also said the positions of Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards also need sorting out. Do you remember that? Can someone jog my memory? You know what my memory's like. If this slump continues, right, and if you don't want to say it's a slump, you might go, no, we're doing all right. It's boring as fuck, right? Then I could see there being more changes than you think. I could. Some people say, would Jurgen come back? I think he would come back. He wouldn't turn down Liverpool. Some people don't want to go back. They say never go back. They say that about relationships, don't they? Well, I got back with my ex a couple of years ago, only for a few weeks. But boy, it was good to give her one again. No, it didn't, surprise, it didn't work out. But some people might be up for Jurgen coming back, but I'm not quite sure he'd work under the dynamics of, working with Michael Edwards, which then wouldn't surprise me if you start to see Michael Edwards being linked with Saudi. We've seen him mentioned with Saudi before. Wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing stuff to do with Michael Edwards, mate. Something to do with Saudi, or not being happy about the FSG, what do you call it? Multi-club thing not working out yet. Keep an eye on Bad News Piers for that one, I think. All right. Wouldn't be surprised if James Pearce came out with an article soon about having to sort out the futures of key personnel at the club. Bear that in mind. All right, guys, I know my video's not very good today, but I am feeling very well. And I feel like I've been unwell for about 3 or 4 weeks, to be honest with you. So anyway, I'll go. I'll be back with you tonight at 7:30 for an hour. All right. And yeah, I probably shouldn't. I probably should rest, but I like it. I like talking to you guys. All right. So if you enjoyed the video, if you found any use in this video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. There's a love out under the video. If you want to support my channel, without the support of you guys, I can't do this. And there's links in the video description if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee. All right. There's 3 links. Pick which one you takes your fancy. Revolut's my favourite one because that doesn't go in my bank. So I don't feel like I'm spending it when I use my Revolut card on a weekend. God, I'm knackered. Oh, I've got some water here. That's a fucking good shout. Let's get some of that down, mate. Good. All right, guys. If I can get in the fucking thing. How do you get in it? A terrible sore throat as well. I know I'm always ill, but fuck it. Okay. See you in a bit.